Good evening, everybody. Welcome to SUNY Green Community College, where we're about to chip away the start of the women's basketball season. This is, of course, the Boom Hornets taking on the Corning Community College Red Barons. Last time these two teams played, it was just a one-point game on February the 1st of 2025 here. It was a 47 to 46 game. And most notable for I think for the Red Barons, especially was Taylor Jones had 21 points in that game. She finished that season averaging just around 14 points. So she's going to be main focus here for the Hornets as we head in.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Happy New Year. SUNY Durham Region 3 and the National Junior College Athletic Association are committed to the ideals of good sportsmanship by our student athletes, coaches, and fans. We request your cooperation in supporting the student athletes and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, derogatory comments, or other intimidating actions directed at our athletes, officials, team representatives, or other fans will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal. We appreciate your cooperation in creating a safe and positive game environment. Respect. It's the name of the game. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, please rise if able and remove your hats as we honor America and as we support our freedom at home and abroad. And direct your attention to the flag located on the west end of the gymnasium for the playing of our national anthem. All right, obviously technical difficulties. We'll move on with the starting lineups. First for the Red Barons of Corning Community College. A fresh
Idaho, number 21. Logan. It's playing my airtime. The music is playing my airtime. Okay, I think so. It's the coolest starting lineup here. We're so the Red Bulls, the guys, so the Ray Jones from the zero. Number one, Lena Bighard, the sophomore guard out of Columbia State PA. And then it's number five, Taylor Evans, the sophomore guard out of Corning, New York. And then it's number 10, Sarah Roper out of Belgrade. Um, and then last but not least is Jacoby May, the number 21, the forward freshman, or the freshman forward out of Par, Idaho. For your City Boom Hornets. The stars for the City Boom Hornets, number three, the forward below, the sophomore forward. And now it's number four, the freshman guard and forward, number three, and Maggie Burleson. And then up next is number 10, the freshman guard, Ubrana Pinto. And then number 12, the sophomore guard and forward, Duran Pinto. The finish of that, it's the freshman guard, number 21, Olivia Heath. And it's starting lineups for the City Boom. It takes just a moment here for the PA announcer to finish his scoring line, it tells them will be underway for kickoff for Center Game Community. Stand. 5 for 10 from Madison Stockenberg, number 3, poking up in Missouri. And your other first captain, a 5 for 7. Number 12, Juliana Chicken. The Hornets on Mike Miller, assisted by Hannah Barnes and Stephen Benny Heiser. This was for tonight's game, Tony Blazer, Ryan Williams, and Larry Jonas. We've got to get on their way here. Let's just take a look at this roster for the Student Gym Hornets. Out of 13 girls that make up the team, just 3 of them are sophomores. So a lot of new blood here for the Hornets heading into the season after last season was a relatively poor one, going 3-19 overall. They're going to look to start off the season on the right foot here. And it'll be a tip off one back to number 12 here at corner. So take it up here and be pressured there by Taylor Evans on his side, and then a fight for the ball. It's going to go out the other way in favor of the Red Barons. So first possession that is won by the Hornets is given on a turnover. And now off the court is a big called. Throwing it up. They'll take on Adriana Spencer. Finds it out wide to Taylor Ray Jones, who drives into the paint and puts up the bucket. And that one's no good. Rebounded by Burleson. Burleson finds it after the safety of Olivia Heath. And then Adriana Spencer takes over at the top of the key. Stop out the Heath. Chris Crossing finds it to Turner. Turner kind of cut in the and it's taken away by May. And she passes it to the 50 of Reichert. And then to Jones. The 14-point per game average player and Taylor Jones has the ball right now with Heath on her. It's into Evans. Evans push up a bucket. That one's also no good. And May is going to pick up the rebound and then first start for 3-pointer at the mark. Putting up the rebound again. This scorer right there and blocking it in there. Here's number 3, the Flora Blue. So good defense here for the Hornets so far. They haven't given anything. And they're standing there on the Red Barons, and that one will go in favor of the Hornets. So far on this first possession, the Hornets are bending but not breaking as they don't give up any points quite yet. As Sprinter brings it up the court. Sprinter, little trouble there holding on to the ball, and then she drives in, and a foul. Jones team's first. The foul occurred before he put up the bucket, so it's going to be a path to the baseline here out to Juliana Turner. Turner and a Finch on. She gets that one to go. Juliana Pinto. Assist. Juliana. Adriana Pinto with a nice little bucket there. They'll get the scoring started here. Skinny doing. Burkhart takes the lane and rushes in. That one was off the mark for the foul as well. With the foul there on the play, and that will cost them another chance at a bucket there. Hornets take it over. Gunther trying to board general around here and make some plays happen. It's the B-Row. Top of the key. Looking for Heath. He ties it up a 4, and then Burkhart takes over for the Red Bands. Out the other way. In transition to Taylor Ray Jones. Puts up the bucket. No good. Rebound Burleson. And that one's going to go out the other way. She found herself in some trouble with a couple of red balls. That's supposed to be how the goal is before we know that. As the whole take over again. They'll be turning and downing it to Finta. They called pressing the inbound as Finta looks to take it up court. Quick crossing between that right and left hand. And now she's going to take it down that right elbow and spin back for Juliana Turner. Hero, finds it for Heath. And the Turner. Turner going in with her left hand. That one's no good. And so Riker's going to take it up the floor. And the pass is to Kara Evans. Cutting in to 23. That was Maria Smith. And she traveled on that play. So no good on the bucket that would have tied the game. Just a 2-0 game here so far. We've got 7.5 minutes, a little under to go here in the first quarter of action. Hornets leading by just a point. Simple was looking for a pass and up the other way. Sarah Roper, who will put one up, and that one's good to go. Taylor defending in transition couldn't get the better of her. And it's a 2-2 game. Pinto putting it back to the defender. And then she'll pass it out to Juliana Turner. Turner looking inside, but a crowded area. All Red Baron players standing there waiting for that one to open on. And now it's Taylor Ray Jones driving in, cuts back. Finds one back for late. Now the Burkhardt. Burkhardt taking his time with 15 seconds on the game clock, or on a shot clock. Out to Taylor Evans. Evans out to right there, puts up the 3-pointer, no good. And rebounded safely by Villet. Quick pass over to Finta. He moved up the floor. Both are driving in, finds it out to a wide open Juliana Turner, who puts up the 3-pointer. And it's no good. Out in transition, 3-on-1 is Taylor Ray Jones. To share right there, puts up the bucket, no good. And a foul on the process. Maggie Rose. So shoot two would be Riker to try and take the lead in this game. On the line. So first one, and she gets that one to go. Another free throw coming right up here for Riker. Looking to try and put their squad up by 2 here. There's 5:54 left in the first quarter and can do just that. And inbounding it is Baldwin Rhodes. Up to his coach, Adriana Finta, who is commanding the ball right now for the Hornets. Trying to find one on Watson who drives in, puts up the bucket, not quite there. And then a foul by Baldwin Rhodes. And that'll result in the James having the ball. They had it anyway, but James leading still 2 right off after a couple of free throw shots by Sarah Riker. That puts them in that position. Now Lyra Burkhardt will move it up the floor. Finds it to Taylor Ray Jones. Jones knocks it over to Bella Fontaine, and now the Hornets steal it, and it'll be out for Adriana Finta. Looking at the logo. Finta driving in on that left side. And lots of pressure, and she'll put one up and a foul in the process. And that's Finta will get a chance to level the game here. 4 apiece. It's a little bit over 5 minutes to go here in this first quarter. Adriana Finta currently at the line trying to put the Hornets in a level position. She misses the first one, and now she'll just have a chance to get them within a 1 point deficit. And he's not able to do that as like expected by a couple of Bloom players, flipped off the hand of Lewis. And then it's down low to Taylor Ray Jones, busted head by Heath. And then Churchill puts one up that was no good. Rebounded by the Hornets. Juliana Dale. And Julia Dale moves it off for the Hornets. Timber with the ball again at the logo. Drives down that left side. Back it out wide for Heath, but Taylor Ray Jones read it. It's out for Riker on the breakaway. Puts it up good. Yeah, Riker makes it a 6-2 game. He's got 4 points tonight. Yeah. 6-2 game. Hornets trying to fight their way back into this one, just down by a few. Vince out at the top of the key, working off a couple of players, and to go up again, another foul, and to get another chance to shoot some free throws. Took a foul of the night, and Vince will shoot two. He's got the first one to go, and it's 6-3 game now here. With 4 minutes to go in this first quarter. And to shoot her remaining free throw. And she's got it. And checking in will be number 5, Taylor Evans, who is replacing Taylor Jones. Taylor Riker still on the floor, passes it in to Allison Kulikan. Kulikan driving it up the floor. And she'll be protected by Finta. Finta goes to the steal. She'll be caught with a reach in there. When it's on 10, Adriana Finta. Adriana's first. Team center. And it's off the hands of Taylor Evans. If he was super involved, he'll have the opportunity to go down here and either level it or take the lead here potentially with a three-pointer. Don't drop it on the logo. Finds it for Dale. Dale swings it out wide for Heath. Back to Fintel. Fintel finding a lane, takes it, no good. And Cannon takes it out the other way. Madison Kulikan. This like it's a wide open Taylor Evans 3-pointer off the mark. Now it's Dale. Looking for Fintel, take it away, and up and down. Oh, it's Fintel. Still to put it up, and it's an 8-4 game here. Still close one here. Nice getting going. Hornets looking to try and get something going here offensively. He takes it out to the corner. Tries it in for Rhodes. Tries to put up the bucket, no good. Bounces it way back out to Adriana Finta. 2-pointer in that game. In transition, it's Evans putting up the bucket. That one's off the mark. And now working on it is Kulikan, and we found this. And Dale finds it to Adriana Finta. Finta, it's a Heath. Trying to find it back to Dale. Burleson, wide open 3-pointer off the mark. Adriana Pinto finds her way to it though. Pinto following it in and a wide open bucket for Golden Roads. And this one's still tight here. Hurricane plays it out wide for Pinto. So shoulder right there off the leg of Wilson and out for a Red Barons ball. Checking back in is Juliana Turner, number one, Madeline Andy. So just a little under 2 minutes to go here. And Hurricane gets the inbound out to Evans. On that right elbow. The Riker wide open three-pointer off the mark. Wilson in transition now. Drops it back to Adriana Pinto. He drives in, finds it for Doyle. Three-pointer. No good. That one will go out for Red Barons ball. Neither side yet to get a three-pointer. Here, a lot of wide open opportunities that are just off the mark here to start this first quarter. Hurricane up the floor. Drops it off the Taylor Jones. He'll drive right to the basket and in for one more.
Basket by Taylor Ray Jones. Time on the floor. Call.
And we'll take a quick timeout here as Corning calls one. And so the 6-10 game so far, Bloom far behind, just a couple of buckets behind. They've been pretty even offensively, these teams so far. Corning just getting them off their hand in points throughout this first quarter. But it's been back and forth. Definitely a transition game so far. Um, in this game, we still got a lot of basketball to be played here. And Bloom is going to look to try and come back here. Their deficit is still as slim as four. Bloom will start with the ball here. It'll be Julia Gale to inbound it. She'll find it to Juliana Turner. And then out to the right side to Adriana Pinto. Pinto struggling to find the ball. It's to Gale, and it finds its way back to Gale. Andy, with 1 minute, finds it to Juliana Turner. Out for Adriana Pinto. Adriana Pinto trying again and one. So they had a chance. If they get a chance to put it to a 1-point game,
Yeah, they'll go with Red Barons for one. It's random.
great bucket there by Adriana Pinto. With the chance
One.
to make this lead even slimmer for the Red Barons. He's incapable of making a free throw, but he's got it back. Trying to put the bucket with Wilson, and that one is blocked by Taylor Jones. Jones finds it down the line to Hurricane. Hurricane driving in, takes the bucket and goes. And the Hurricanes with a nice bucket there with 30 seconds left in that first quarter. We got a tight game so far. It's 8-12. So the Bengals giving out a turnover first control. At the top of the key, finds it for Burleson. Takes the three-pointer, drives in, puts up the bucket, no good, and it's out for a Centerville ball with 14.9 to go. That clock will be set just to 5 seconds here. You're at 14 on the game clock. So 9 seconds separating shot and game clock. Think they're looking for Juliana Turner. And it's a Finta and a Crabbe on the play. for 11 and a little over a half seconds here in the first quarter of action. 8 to 12 games in favor of the Red Barons with 10 seconds ticking away on the game clock. Finds it off to Sarah Riker, puts up the three-pointer off the mark, rebound, not up in time as the buzzer goes. End of the first quarter, it's 12 to 8 in favor of the Red Barons. Moving back to the second quarter in just a moment. And right now, at the end of the first quarter, it's the 5'6" freshman guard out of Nears Valley, Adriana Finto, leading the way for the Hornets. And for the Red Barons, it's Taylor Jones leading the way in points with 4 right now. He's tied with Sarah Reichert, actually, in points right now. Reichert's got 2 free throws to remain on the 2-point bucket. Still yet to see a three-pointer in this game. Couple of opportunities to do so, but we'll start away the second quarter here with Burkhardt on the ball, driving away to that right side. So try and find a lane, dropped it out for Evans, putting up the bucket, no good. And Juliana Turner able to bring it to safety and find it to Adriana Pinto. Pinto on that logo again. Finds it to Turner. Juliana Turner's got the ball poked away, but a reaching foul. That one will be called on Maddie Young for corners. That one will be found at Adriana Pinto. Still drive the bucket, finds it to Andy, and she got the bucket. Bringing this game within one. We're bringing this game within 2. So Riker on the right elbow, he was wide open. Decided not to shoot it. Finds it across for Evans driving in. And she takes it to goal. Taylor Evans finding her first bucket of the game. And Sydney Broom keeping it close. Hornets have done a good job on both offense and defense as Juliana Turner drives it in. And that bucket rims out on her. And they'll find it out now to Maddie Jones. Maddie Jones taking his time to look for a wide open Sarah Riker. He's then pressed by Heath, puts up the bucket, foul. And should go up for 2 points to
I mean, he's first.
some free throw opportunities here for Riker. And we'll still try to bring this one back to 6. That's been the biggest lead of the game so far is 6 points. And it was 12 to 6 in favor of the Red Barons. And then yeah, 23 and after a free throw violation. And Riker puts it up, and that time it's up and good. Been a tight game so far. Well, dropped it off the heat, falling out wild for Juliana Turner. Turner finds it for Brulette. And that one will go out for a Hornets ball. He finds it out for Juliana Turner. She missed him with it. But it's out for a Hornets ball anyway. Little straight forward between Maddie Jones and Juliana Turner. 7 seconds on the shot clock. It's time to go. Finds it out. He's putting up the bucket. No good. Okay, Jones will take over. Finds it out for Jones. It's Maddie Jones. Their card finds it inside, and that bucket is up and good. Here's Jacoby Miller. There's Jonathan Trout. Trying to come back from the biggest lead of the game so far. We'll pick up a foul there, and it'll be once again Silly Dreams ball with 22 seconds left on the clock. That one finds its way to Heath. He's trying to look down low to Quinta and not able to get it there, but he gets it back and kickball violation here. Will go out for another Silly Dream ball. 1:39 left to go here in the second quarter. It's an 8-point lead for the Red Bulls so far. And as they find the inbound of Relay. Reload it. We've lost something. Not line for Orlando. She picked up that one score. 14-2 for either squad. And now City brings back within just 5. Adriana Pinto in the game, just on a breakaway. Struggling to find a shot. Orlando puts it up and fouled in the process. Pretty Groom fighting their way back into this one. Another foul on Evans here. And
Holy cow.
Calvin come out.
Pumpkins.
And the Hornets is quick to that. The Red Bulls is quick to that.
His shot shoots two.
Lisa Randall looking to shoot 2. They get the first one to go. And it's back to a 4-point game. A familiar scoreline so far tonight as the Red Barons have continuously been up by 4 and a foul on the rebound.
First, second, James.
There's cool chance. Time to speed away. And he's 5 in the process and still go up for sure. Very foul ridden game so far. Over 10 fouls here so far.
First. It's third.
15 fouls here so far. Counting play between both sides. Can shoot 2 and he gets 1 to go. He'll shoot 1 more. Can trying to get it back up to a 6-point lead. And that one's on the mark for both free throws. And Adriana Pinto will take over 5 down line for Julia Dale. Out wide for Khadijah Randall. That one is not going to go. Not quite there on 2 corner. She made one and got a little bit happy feet there, trying to get another one to go. But back defense of the Hornets. As puts a really good out wide, puts up a mid-range shot, and that one's no good. It's out for Pinto. Pinto trying to dice her way in, puts up a bucket, no good, and no foul on that play. And now Pearson moves it out the other way. Pearson, good quick goal. Comes for the Bulls, and she's going to be hitting the face there, and that's after Pearson. Taylor Evans now trying to find a way in the bucket. And she runs. Big lesson for them. He throws to Julia Dale, 3-pointer, no good. Rebound could even Randall, she's fouled. Let's forget when to go here. We'll shoot 2 at the lines. So could even Randall will shoot 2. The time cut the lead back to 6. We're just under 6 minutes to go here in the second quarter of action. Khadijah Randall's got a 3-pointer to the name, the only one tonight by both squads. They'll get one free throw there, too. Yeah, so look to make one more. Trying to cut the lead to 6, and she just does just that. The 2 free throws per name now as Pearson. We move it up to 4 now for the Red Bulls. Pearson trying to find space. Thought about a mid-range jumper, passes it off to Trisco. Now to Evans, working around, cuts in. That one's off. Now it's back out to Coolican, taking the shot, goes up, no good again. Rebound here by the Hornets. Foul there on Trisco. That'll be her first in the game. Then it's in the bonus, so they'll shoot 2 off this one. It's Baldwin Rhodes looking to get 2 free throws to bring this one back within 6. This one is off the mark. Or she can try to bring this one back again 4. Now she can bring it back to them 5. If she makes the second one here. That one, good to go. The win of Baldwin Rhodes. That's her third point of the game. Coolican looking for the 3-pointer off the mark. Adriana Pinto takes over. Adriana Pinto's been up and down the court all night long so far. He's Randall finding an answer for Roulette. Put up a 2-pointer, and that one's no good. But then Baldwin Rhodes trying to put up another one, and that one's also no good. Riker now threading a pass to Coolican, and that one's up the mark. What a pass, though, by Sarah Riker. She's been phenomenal tonight. With 5 points, or 6 points to her name so far. And picked up the bucket, and Zoe Gillette with the bucket. That'll bring it to a 3-point game. Jimmy being the only squad today with a 3-pointer. As Coolican puts up a wild 2-pointer. It was almost good, but Roulette picks up the rebound. And now Sunny Broom will make it out the other way. Finta being double teamed. Producer Randall finding it in for Baldwin Williams, and she travels. That could have been good for the Hornets as they were really close to bring this game within just a point. And the first time since the first quarter, or early in the first quarter, that it's been within 1 point. So that was an important basket that was not able to be converted on for the Hornets. Burchard out here back out here for the Red Barons. Still try to go to work on offense. She's pointless so far. She finds one into May and another travel there. This time it'll go in favor of the Hornets. 3:44 to go here in the second quarter of action. It's a 22-19 game here. It's Juliana Turner wide open three-pointer off the mark. And that's right there. Let's take it away. Finds it to Taylor Ray Jones. That one's tipped right into the hands of Lila Burchard. And then to Taylor Evans. Mid-range basket's good. Taylor Evans finds her fourth of the her fourth point of the game. That one looking out wide. Taylor Ray Jones read it like a cornerback, and she's going to go up and block by Finta. Up there to make the play. And they go out in favor of the Hornets. What a play there by Adriana Finta in transition to make a huge. And a timeout by the Red Barons after a big drop by the Red Barons, or by Adriana Finta. It's 24-19 games here with 3:07 left on the clock. Adriana Finta has by far been one of the best players for the Hornets so far. She's got 4 points per name, a couple of assists, and a block. So he's having a great game with the starting point guard for the Hornets. Facilitating all the plays, making everything happen. He's doing a heck of a job. Hustling up and down the floor. The most notable thing about Adriana Finch is her work ethic, even when she doesn't have the ball. You see it on that block right there. She didn't have the ball. Her team gave it away. She comes back in transition and is able to get the block to haul any points for the Red Barons. And they're going to get the ball here. So big plays by the Hornets here. As they only trail by 5. Another unmarked pass finds its way to Lila Burchard. Taylor Ray Jones. Back out to Burchard. Burchard with 15 on the shot clock. Out to Maddie Jones. Sarah Riker back out for Burchard. Burchard looking for Jones. Working it around. 4 seconds left. Riker into Jay. Looking for it. And the shot clock goes. Going to be shooting his ball. Good defense. And that's a classic case of what you call bending but not breaking. They give up passes in the in their own offensive zone. They let them pass around. When they don't break, they don't give up the play. So a good play there, and a foul by Taylor Jones. That'll be her third of tonight.
Substitution Taylor Evans, number 5.
The floor is Taylor Jones for the Red Barons. Taylor Evans. So it's just a 24-19 game here so far. Shooting 2 for Adriana Finta, and that first one will be up and good. Trying to cut it to just a 3-point game here with 2:33 left on the game clock here in the second half. Racing out to it is Maddie Jones. And she'll find it down the floor to Sarah Riker. Puts up the 3-pointer. Got it to go. Sarah Riker throwing the 3-pointer. And she's got 5 passing 100 for Baldwin Rhodes is out of there. It's a 27-20 game.
Melanie Heath. And Darren Smith, Taylor Fontaine.
So come back down to the score and return to Jacoby May. And both players have been relatively good in that down low position, a little bit taller at that 6 foot height. Both of them have done well down low. Sarah Riker passes it out to Evans, putting up a mid range shot, fouled, and she'll shoot two. Just a second under 2 minutes to go here. 1:59 left in the second quarter. City Boom trailing by 7. And Evans is at the line to shoot two as well. The Penguins stumble.
It's the line for the Red Barons. Taylor shoots two.
This one up, no good. So shoot another here though. So we get an opportunity here to move it back to an 8-point lead. And that one is up and good. And now the Hornets will take over. There's Adriana Finto moving it out. I'm not sure if she's come off the floor yet. She's been on all game. Khadijah Randall out to Joe Willis. To Julia Deo. Finds it for Khadijah Randall. Dropped it. Julia Deo 3-pointer. That one's good. Nothing but nylon on that one. And Julia Deo finds her first points of the game as a huge 3-pointer. Now Taylor Evans will take her try. That one's off the mark. Rebounded there by Bella Fontaine, and Pretty Boom able to get the rebound off that missed shot. Adriana Finso bringing it up. Roulette finds its way to Daria, drops it back. Producer Randall. Producer Randall to Daria. Down low for Roulette. Looks like the bucket. That one's no good. Rebounded Randall. Check out Brulette. That one's no good as well. And the shot clock goes. 51 seconds left here. Really doing trying to claw back in a 6-point deficit here in the game as they are both guard. They'll move it up the floor. And they're gonna, of course, try to extend it as Rickard drives in. That bucket's no good. Rebounded by Zoe Duras. Finds it to Juliana Turner and then over to Adriana Pinto. 30 seconds left. 6 seconds left. Separating the shot and game clock. As Khadijah Randall finds it out wide to Juliana Turner on the right elbow. Turner drives in. That one's no good. And Khadijah Randall is in there. Oh, look at the jump ball here. Or no jump ball. City Boom will get possession. And there's a and it's traveling. 14 and a half seconds left to go in the second quarter. It's a 28-22 game in favor of the Red Barons. Still a close one here. With 10 seconds to go. Burchard is going to take a time. Now some drive in. Burchard looking for the 2-pointer. That one's up and down. And that will conclude the second quarter action. After the first half, it's a 30-22 game in favor of the Red Barons. Taylor Jones has been one of the better players so far, but Sarah Reichert as well also has 6 points on the night. We'll be back for the start of the second half in just a little bit. Stay tuned here at Boone Community College for the second half of our women's basketball game. Welcome back, everybody, to City Dream Community College as we're about to get underway for the third quarter of action here for our season opener of women's basketball. It's a 30-22 game right now in favor of the Red Barons, but the Hornets not far behind. They've been good offensively, leading the way, of course, like we talked about in that second quarter was Adriana Finta, who's had a really good game so far with a block, and handful of points, and even a couple of steals. So she's been really a big factor. So Mike Hugler and his crew here of girls that have put up a good fight against the Red Barons too that they lost big time to last season. The first time around, it was about a 30-point game in that one. Second time around, the girls were able to bring it within just losing by a point. It was a 47-46 game. Uh, the Red Barons have had their numbers through through the first two quarters. Again, 8 points in basketball is not a whole lot, and we've got a lot left to be played. So it's definitely going to be a fight for the Hornets to get back in this one. But if they can get back level at least, then they could have the chance here to potentially run away with this one and beat the Red Barons here after going 0-2 against them last season. So 10 minutes on the clock, and that means there's 20 minutes of basketball still left to be played. Like I said, still a lot of basketball and a chance for both these teams to put up a good fight. So the Red Barons will start with the ball in the third quarter. Inbounding will be still Riker. She's had a pretty good game as well. Riker has got um, a three-pointer and a couple of free throws and a two to her name. So the inbounder should be Jacoby Ray, or Jacoby May. And now it's Lila Burnside. Burnside. Directing her two, and then Burnside will drive in. Heavy foul, and she'll go for two here. And the Julius will be doing his second foul of the game here. Juliana Turner hasn't been bad. She doesn't have any points to her name quite yet, but she's had a good game in terms of hustle, being all around the floor defensively and offensively. She's clogging up passing lanes and definitely making herself a presence out there, even though she hasn't quite scored yet. And those are the type of players you like as a coach, ones that don't necessarily need to be on the scoreboard to be making a difference. So, if you're on a Pinto, trying to find one to really on a corner. And then Pinto will drive in, drop it off the Wilson three-pointer, no good. And that one will go out for Sarah Riker. Right there, across the floor for Ryan Bouchard. Bouchard. Pinto will pick up her second foul of the game there. And right there, let's see inbound after the conversation there. And now Taylor Ray Jones got it. Taylor Ray Jones taken away by Juliana Turner. And that is her second steal of the game. And now she passes it away to Adriana Pinto. Like I just said, Turner making her presence known, not necessarily on the scoreboard, but with that hustle. And now it's Zoe Brulette, and that one's knocked out of there. They'll retain the ball with 14 seconds left on the shot clock. They'd like to get within six here uh, to have a chance of coming back in this game. And not letting the Red Barons run away with this one. And Downing will be Finta. They're letting them give a goal right at that half mark area. And now we'll go back to the Adriana Finta show. Two guys in 5 seconds left. Julia Dale, 3-pointer. Just off the mark. And now Lola Burchard. Defended by Adriana Finta. So right there with a little jab step and then drops it in. And Wilson will put on certain back in. That one. Physical today, trying to find a way in and a foul. And then I'll go on to her third of the game. And
Juliana.
the 30 games still here, both God playing defensively here. And Gallant almost had a hard injury there. The hand got stuck under the ball, and anytime any limb stuck out while falling can always be dangerous. Yeah, comes backwards, is just irritated or moved. So if you're lucky to still doing one piece here and be able to shoot 2 free throws. Taylor Ray Jones puts up the first. That one's good. Their 5th point of the night. So put up the other one, and that one's no good. But rebounded by Riker. Riker trying to pull it up, and 20 overtime. So we'll take a quick 30-second timeout. We'll be back in just a minute. For resume play after the 30-second timeout. 31-22 in favor of the Red Barons. So that'll conclude the 30-second timeout here with 8:14 left to go here in the third quarter of action. It'll be Taylor Ray Jones passing it out to Lila Burchard. Down low for Jacoby Day. Puts up the turnaround layup, and that one was no good. And now it finds its way into the hands of Adriana Finta. Finta driving up the court, guarded by Evan. Finta finding it out wide to Khadijah Randall. Randall finds it down low for Zoe Roulette. Zoe Roulette down to Randall. Trying to put it up, and it's off of the foot. Small forward, but they've only got 5 seconds to shoot here. So they've got to make it count with small closure, potentially for a 3-pointer, trying to cut this lead down to 6 rather than 9, which it is right now. You don't want to force too much of it. You know you're going to guard that paint heavily here on the play with only 5 seconds left. So maybe try and find an open man out wide on the perimeter and make something happen like Khadijah Randall. He puts up the 2, and that one's no good. He'll be off the wall. Let Burchard to a wide open Taylor Ray Jones. Puts up the 2, and it's gone.
Jones.
That's his 7th point of the game. And now Adriana Pinto will go down the court once again, trying to find it out to Khadijah Randall. So do just that. Tried to see a wide open Burleson. Picks up the 2 pointer. Oh, it's City Burleson as she picks up her first points of the game. And she'll have a chance to make it a 3.
He shoots one.
Sang goes on Roku. Burleson gets that one to go, and she completes the 3 point play there off the end one. Uh, it is just an 8 point game. So Jones trying to go in on Theresa Randall on a foul. So 7 minutes left on the clock. And 10 that we started with. The 3 minutes gone by. And Taylor Ray Jones will be there to shoot 2 at the line. Foul on Randall. And the closest lead, or the biggest lead the Red Barons have had so far is 8, and they'll send it to 9 now. So, excuse me, the biggest lead they've had is 10, and they can chase to get it back to that here. But Jones is going to miss one of them. But now he's got 8 points on the night. That one's taken away by Taylor Ray Jones with another steal. He's had a couple of pickpockets. Yeah. They're both called out to Riker, wide open 3 pointer. Bang! Drop that one that goes. Sarah Riker with her second 3 pointer of the night. Now this one's out to Adriana Pinto, right into the hands of Lila Burkhard. Burkhard up and still had the ball to shoot 2. So
Teacher Brandon. That's from first. Richard to the line to shoot 2.
we're going to try to shoot 2 and try and move this one to a 14-point game. This one is up and good. Burkhard misses his second. Rebound by Maggie Wilson. That one will be up to Adriana Pinto. Pinto will be take that left side. Finds it out to Khadijah Randall. Khadijah Randall. Back to Pinto. Driving in, finds it to Zoe. What? 2 pointer, no good, off the mark. Adriana Pinto gets it back and puts it up for 2. The 5'6" guard, Adriana Pinto, working in low there to get the bucket. And then Jacoby Malley will get her second point of the game, or fourth point of the game with another 2 there. Good there. Ball out of Maggie Boyle's playing, and we'll have to inbound it down as a baseline. Yeah. Oh, down 13. It's definitely an insurmountable lead. Want to have their work cut out for them. They have to cut down on the turnovers if they want a chance of coming back in this game. I'll go out for another shooting game ball. 17 seconds left here. The third, or on the shot clock, with 5:33 on the game clock here in the third quarter. Adriana Pinto's pass is blocked, and we'll go for another inbound off the baseline. Adriana Pinto out for Burleson. Julia Dea. Dea driving into Andy, puts up the 2, no good. Back to Burleson, 2-pointer, good. He got her second of the game. He can pick and roll with Belafonte and Steele get that one today. A classic pick and roll, and it worked out for the Red Bulls. We tick 5 minutes away. Wow, in the third quarter. Winterburn trailing by 13. And a crowd there on to these Orlando, and that'll bring it out for another Red Bulls one. That will run and bring it up and feel it there, which will bring it up. Now on Belafonte playing. Adriana Spencer weaving her way in and out. Now she finds it back. And then Andy Riadero picks it up. And that one's so Belafonte gets the rebound. The big 6-footer down there for the Red Bulls. And now Kulikin finds it out for Sarah Riker. Giving go. Riker picks up the 2-footer off the mark. Rebound. Belafonte trying to get it. And it finds its way into the Silver Zone. Oh, foul there, but it's not clean. Adriana Fincher moving it up now that left side, and then she cut it over to her right. Adriana Fincher out wide for Julia Dale, has to take on a 3-pointer, and then she travels.
Steady, bro.
Still a 13-point lead here. As this one finds its way out to Taylor Evans, puts up the 3-pointer off the mark. Khadijah Randall with the rebound. Finds it to Julia Dale. Dale back to Fincher, who still has not rested. He's played all 27 minutes of this game so far. Fincher waiting. A foul on number 2 there for the Barons. It's foolish going.
Yeah.
It'll be her first again.
Up to the line to shoot two.
Draw the foot to inlane to shoot 2. Wasn't a shooting foul, but like our PA announcer just said, they're both in the bonuses. Fincher sinks one. And he sinks the other. So 8 points on the night for Adriana Fincher as her team trails by 11. Hurricane working around a screen, and Fincher picks up the rebound and the big 6-footer there. And then so Adriana Fincher will take the inbound here. They're going to tip it inbound into Julia Dea. Dea finds his way to Khadijah Randall. Back to Julia Dea. And low for Rhodes. Back up for Fincher. No good. Finds his way back to Fincher. Out to Julia Dea. 3-pointer off the mark. Rebound side up from Adriana Fincher and still pick up another foul on that play. It's the end of the game. Both teams are in the bonus. Danica Dresser will go and try and score her first points of tonight for the Red Bulls. First one off the mark. It's up the second one. That one's good. She's got 1 point on it. Yeah, so we're going to take a foul here, and we'll take a little. We jump back into the third quarter. 2:40 remaining on the play clock. It's a demanding 12-point lead right now for the Red Barons. And Skinny Broom hasn't shown any uh, chances of really coming back in this game. And they've struggled to score here in the third period. Too many turnovers. Andy drops it off to Khadijah Randall. Trying to find a Julia Dale. Adriana Finta under pressure. And she'll find it out. 1-on-1 now against Taylor Evans. Cuts inside. Looking down low for not only Andy. Out for Julia Dale. Off the mark. Rebound Finta. And for not only Andy. Julia Dale off the mark again. Andy with another rebound. Finds its way to Finta. Trying to find its way to Natalie Andy. That one wasn't there. No, big I'm gonna move it out. Finds it out wide for Taylor Evans. 3-pointer. No good. Tip to Khadijah Randall. And then off the hand and foot of Danica Dresser and out for a shooting ball. So Khadijah Randall. With the out and allow a dirt card. Puts her foot out and kicks it. So it'll be City Room ball still here. As Julia Dale will inbound it. And it'll be out to Adriana Finta. Pipkins, she gets it back. Adriana Finta driving out. Khadijah Randall, 2-pointer off the mark. Rebound by Baldwin Rhodes and a foul. They'll shoot for 2 here. That's a 4 Chile Jones. The 4th foul of the game, so she might be looking at the bench there soon, and she will. Too many fouls for her coach's ranking, and she'll come off her right now as Baldwin Rhodes will shoot 2. And she'll get the first one to go. that one will be effing good again. And then the opportunity here. Competition in for the Hornet or in for the Red Barons is Sarah Riker. He leads the game scoring, I believe, so far. 3-pointer off the mark by Baker. Tries to play back out to Derek Dressel. Now to Sarah Riker threading an inside uh, to Kobe May. That's off the Adriana Filter. Out to Khadijah Randall. Khadijah Randall finding it down low for Andy. And the Baldwin Roads to Pony is good. This is just an 8-point game here now. As Burchard puts one up, back up for Kristoff, he's fouled and one. Just think that one. It's a 3-point player. And Brown Spencer looking it up. Finds it to They a wide open 3-pointer. Bang! Don't that one to go. Well, Julia Day Sarah's foot was over the line, and it's just a 2, but still, good shot there. Now, a travel Jacoby May. This one's just a 9-point game now, so Pretty Broom fighting their way back into this one slowly but surely. They'll probably head in to the fourth quarter, but down by just a few. If they can score here, it's back out for Julia Dale. 7 seconds left. And Janata Andes. Baldwin Rhodes puts it up. No good. Center. And that'll end it. End of the fourth quarter, it's 46-37 in favor of the Canaan Community College Red Barons. 9-point deficit for the Brooms. Hornets, they fought their way back to this so far. We'll see how close they can get, and if they can level this one in the fourth quarter and potentially come back for a run. Let's start the fourth quarter here. Fresh 10 minutes on the clock. And the Hornets looking for a comeback. They're hungry for it. They would love to start the season off on the right foot. But so would the Red Barons. First game of the season for both squads, both fighting and want that win and that 1-0 record. And they'll back out for Sarah Riker. Fumbles the ball a little bit. I don't know if he finds it for Ala Bouchard. And for Maddie Jones. Maddie Jones, 3-pointer off the mark. This one's for Adriana Finta. We'd like to start a little bit of a run here potentially of scoring as Adriana Finta drives in. Now it's taken away by Sarah Riker. Riker over to Maddie Jones. Out for Burchard. Back into Riker. And fouled.
First, thinking to the line, sir, shoot two.
Riker will try to extend a phenomenal night so far. As he'll sink another point there on a free throw. He's got um the to get that one to go too, and now he's got um 14 points on the night. They want to flip a turnover to throw it right there, and then Spencer wins it right back, and that one will go off of Lila Burchard. Until Cindy Broom. Juliana Turner to inbound, finds it to Baldwin Road. Looking for Adriana Spencer, far side of the court. Spencer cutting back in, looking for the 2-point bucket, and she gets that one and goes. Adriana Spencer, 10 points on the night. And that one cuts it to 9. Riker to inbound. Riker putting up a 2. That one's gone. Sarah Riker on fire tonight. The 5'6" freshman guard for the Red Bloods. Sarah Riker has been absolutely phenomenal tonight. Leading the way in scoring. Adriana Pinto tries to put him in bucket if he's blocked there. Fontaine. 11-point game here with 8:23 left to go here in the fourth quarter. So they're out wide for Maggie Wilson, and that one will go out for a foul. Wilson will shoot 2. Try and cut this one back to 9. Wilson puts one up and it's good. That's her 6th point of the night. Looking for 7. Not quite. Local finds it for Addison Fullerton. Out wide for Ella Purcell. 3-pointer off the mark for Riker. Pinto bringing it up the court. Some point deficit here off of a Maggie Wilson single free throw make. Wilson firing across court for Juliana Turner. Juliana Turner backing up, finds it for Pinto. Pinto driving in, puts up the top 2-pointer. And one, Adriana Pinto. What a play! Driving through all the traffic in the world and still picks up the bucket and the foul. And still get a chance to cut this down to a 7-point game. We got a bunch of violation on the shooter, and she's had a heck of a night. She's got 12 points right now, and a great game. And her leading the way on this City Win squad. Now it's Ella Churchill driving in, bucket's no good, and after uh, Zoe Boulay for a Red Barons ball. Taylor Ray Jones finds it out. Addison Kulikan 3-pointer, no good. Right into the hands of Baldwin Rhodes, and now Adriana Finta. Move back up the court. And an 8-point game. Juliana Turner, wide open three-pointer off the mark. And Quillican gets the rebound. Quillican drops it for Riker. Three-pointer off the mark. Baldwin Rose with the rebound again. Finds it to Fulcher. Silverberg needs to capitalize off these misses from the Red Barons. If they don't, they could find themselves in a real pickle here with just under 7 minutes to go. Juliana Turner, give and go with Adriana Finta putting up a bucket. Good! Adriana Finta with her 14th point of the game and cuts this one to a 6-point lead. Quillican looking for a mid-range jumper, thought twice about it, and passes it off to Riker. Now Taylor Ray Jones puts that one up, missed, and Baldwin Rhodes picks up her third rebound of the game. And now they're rolling here. Adriana Pinto leading her offense to a potential comeback here with just a 6-point deficit as Pinto drives in. One! Adriana Pinto! What a play! And this could be a 3-point game here in just a matter of minutes. All due to the dominance of Adriana Pinto tonight. She's got 18 points.
Number 21, Jacoby.
16 excuse me. We're done. 16 points. Tonight for Adriana Pinto. Looking to make it 17 and a 3-point game.
Adrian shoots one.
Pinto misses it, but gets her own rebound. Back out to Juliana Turner. 4-point game. Turner loses control of it, and it's out for a Red Barons ball. So a game that looks like it was going heavily in favor of the Red Barons is now looking like a potential Phoenix Hornets comeback. Portland Community College will take a timeout. My goodness, Adriana Finta, she has had 4 buckets in just this quarter with a couple of free throws to go with that as well, and a couple of steals. She's been all over the court here tonight and has led the comeback here with 6:02 remaining in the fourth quarter. We'll be back in just a moment after this full timeout. Welcome back, everybody. It's Streaming Room. We're here. If you're just joining us, it's Brandon Adriana Finta's show here tonight. My goodness, she got 16 points and has led the way for a potential comeback here for the Hornets. The Red Barons need to find their feet here in this fourth quarter if they want to make sure that they come out with a 1-0 record. As there's a pass down low to Jacoby May, and that one is off the mark, a fight for, and that one will go for a jump ball. And the Hornets can get the ball off the jump ball. Ball inbounded to Adriana Finta. Kind of cut this to just a 2-point lead. And if we could do it right on this play here, what was a 16-point deficit at one point has turned into just a 4-point game. If Adriana Finta will take a travel there, and now the Red Barons will be out the other way. Five and a half minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. This is shaping up to be a good one if the Hornets can keep up this defensive pressure. It's out to Alabissa. Down low for Jacoby May, out for Riker. Riker out to Taylor Evans. 3 pointers scored. That brings it back to a 7-point game as Adriana Finta finds one out wide. Roy Brulette. Now Adriana Finta back out wide. Maggie Brulston. Now Adriana Finta. Down low, Juliana Turner's bucket's no good. And now it's Lila Burkhardt. Firing it up to Sarah Raker, but out of reach. This is becoming a very fast-paced game and a very close one. Adriana Finta. Again, I don't believe she has come off the court and it still is. It's 16 points to her name. Adriana Turner driving in. Finds its way to Joy Brouet, and that one is up and a foul. That one. That's 4.5 minutes ago now here. It's a 7-point game in favor of the Red Barons. Then again, trying to find their way back into this one. Hurricane drives right in, finds it out for Jacoby May. That bucket's no good. Rebound to Evans looking for another three off the mark.
James Stern.
Penalty pick up this first foul of the game. And it'll be Red Barons ball with 20 seconds on the shot clock. Looking into it, Evans. Finds it out wide. Sarah Riker. No good on the 3-point opportunity. Now through on a corner. I'll come back to that one. And it'll be Red Barons ball once again. Jalen Turner will now check off the field as the Red Barons will try and score here with another 20 seconds shot clock. Taylor Ray Jones in, and Khadijah Randall gets the rebound. Finds his way to Adriana Finta. 7-point game with 3:50 left on the clock. Adriana Finta. Down low, Maggie Burleson takes you inside, puts up the 2-pointer. Good! Maggie Burleson cuts it to a 5-point game. As Slowick is done, it's a 4-point game. Sarah Riker finds it physically out wide open. Taylor Ray Jones, 3-pointer off the mark. Rebounded there by Zoe Brulette, but the Red Barons will get the ball as the jump ball is usually just a split decision. They give it to one and then back and forth every jump ball. So a 30-second timeout for Corning Community College. We'll be back in just a little bit with a little under 2.5 minutes to go. 5-point deficit only for the Hornets to come back from. So it'll be Red Barons ball. Start 3:21 now. Red Barons leading 52-48. Sarah Riker leading the way for Corning, and of course Adriana Finta. Both number 10s leading the way for their squad tonight. It's a 5-point game. Taylor Evans looking, and Georgia Love will knock that one out of there for an opportunity here. They cut it down to 8 seconds on the shot clock for the Red Barons to try and get one to go here. Taylor Evans inbounding. Finds it out to Sarah Riker. 7 seconds left. Riker driving in. Puts up the 2, and it's good. So Riker finds her 18th point of the game. It's a battle between the 10s right now. Finch's got 16. Riker's got 18. We'll see who comes out with more at the end of the game as Burleson tries to drive in there. He had a nice layup. And now with 2:50 left, it's a 7-point deficit Finney Boom try. Riker. And dropped it off of this 2-pointer off the mark. Rebound roulette. They've got to get going here on offense. Adriana Pinto up the floor. Crossing the logo. Pinto driving in and she's fouled. She'll go to the line for two and try and make this a 5-point game again. She won't go to the line for two. They're not in a bonus. I didn't realize they weren't in a bonus, so it'll be off his road to that. Taken away by Taylor Ray Jones. Taylor Ray Jones in transition puts up a floor and three with the block. Taylor Evans inbounds it to Jacoby May. Finds it to Layla Burchard. Rebounds Zoe Gillette. To Adriana Pinto with 2 minutes to go. Adriana Pinto is the only player on the court to come off. For either side, Pinto drives in, that 2-pointer is no good. Khadija Randall takes it away, and now Adriana Pinto putting it back up, and she gets that one to go. Adriana Pinto with just a 5-point deficit with 1 minute and 47 seconds to go. This is much closer than we had assumed after the second quarter. It was almost a 14 or a 10-point deficit around that area, and now it's just 5. The biggest lead of the game for the Red Bulls was 16. And Skinny Bloom went on a big run there, led by Adriana Pinto, scored about 12 points on that run and kept the Bears to about 4. And now with 1 minute 47 left, we're down to a 5-point deficit, 55-50 game. And it'll be Red Bears ball at the start here. But if they can force a stop and get a couple of buckets, what Coach Mike Hugger's got to be thinking right now is play sound defense and the offense will come with it. That is a defense wins championship kind of mindset. If you focus on the defensive zone and coming up with big plays there, coming up and forcing them to not score, then the opportunities for you to score will arise from that. So if I'm Coach Mike Hugger, that's what I'm preaching to my squad right now, is that defense comes first in a late game like this, down 5. Even though you're down showing, you still have to focus on keeping them off the board for the opportunities to go and score yourself. So we'll see if they can play sound defense here and score some points to go with it. Knocked out of bounds there. Taylor Evans will inbound it. Back to Bouchard. Bouchard out to Taylor Ray Jones. Taylor Ray Jones, jab step, cuts inside, foul. And it's a good shooting shot there for shoot 2. Taylor Ray Jones puts up 1 and it's no good. And that's a big play right there, or opportunity there that the Hornets should capitalize on. If he misses both of these, then that is um, obviously good for the Hornets comeback wise. Taylor Jones will pick up 1 of them. That's her 9th point of the game now. Randall will put one up in that thing, right there, moving out the other way in a 6-point game. Foul ball. Khadija Randall. That's her 3rd of the game. If she scores these 2, I don't kind of wrap it up here as Um, they could probably just pull that out here for most of the time and expire time with an 8 point lead. Rikers got the better hand on Adriana Fincher right now with 20 points. Fincher still sitting at a 16. It's an 8 point game, and we just got about a minute to go here. Adriana Fincher driving in, drops it off for Khadija one, knocked out of bounds. One more red band for 59.8 seconds left. Red Barons leading by 8. Looking in for Jacoby May, fighting around a couple of players, and then Randy finds the rebound. Out for Adriana Pinto. Adriana Pinto with 38 seconds left, out to Khadija Randall. Randall on that right elbow, finds it deep for Heath. Down low, Khadija Randall fighting inside, puts up the 2-pointer. Heath roots up the rebound, and that one's good. Timeout finished game 3 seconds left on the clock. It's just a 6 point game. So with 25.8 seconds left on the clock here, Adriana Finch and crew have definitely fought their way back into this one, but they're still looking to potentially maybe tie this one. Now, there's less than a shot clock left, here, so if they can really just run the clock out on this one, but they fought back from way more of a deficit than we thought this game was going to end with. It was a 16 point deficit at one time. They sit there. It's now a 6 point deficit with 25 seconds left. So even if the Hornets do end up losing this one, uh, it still has been a great game and a real good comeback for them. Uh, so in the bonus period, Dale commits the foul and Taylor Jones is going for the free throws opportunity. Shot number 4 is Churchill and returns to Evans. Taylor Jones. First one is off the mark. Second one is off the mark as well. And that'll run the clock a little bit, but it'll be sooner than ball here. What they need is they need a 3 pointer. Because 2 3s will put them on a tie game. So they've got to draw up a play to go for 3 here. A little clock problem here going on. So, and take it to these Reynolds. If you were Dale puts up the 3 pointer, no good. Back up Maggie Middleton, puts it up. That one's good. That third time point of the game. 8 seconds left, just a 4 point game. Into the full timeout. We'll be back here in just a moment. 8 seconds left, 4 point game. Sooner Green fighting their way back in this one with the clock against them. Just 8 seconds left. It is the Hornets against the clock right now. They've got a foul here and hope for a couple of missed free throws, and then maybe uh, a 3-pointer would bring them within one. But this is going to be a tough one, real tough. As the Hornets will get the ball with 8 seconds left, not with this foul. And now this is a different story here because if they score the foul and they miss both free throws, then you have a tie game. But that is best case scenario right now for the Hornets as they find it out. Khadijah Randall shoots. Khadijah Randall swings it within one. Here's within two, and they got a foul. There should be about 4.5 seconds left on the clock. And if they miss both these free throws, then the Hornets have a timeout. They bring it down to the other end, and they have a chance to go for the tie here. But nonetheless, even if the Hornets don't win this game, which obviously we hope they do, this is one heck of a comeback for the SUNY Broome Hornets. So Lila Burkhardt needs to make both to put the nail in the coffin here. If she makes only one, a 3-pointer, it'll tie it. If she makes both, it's game over. So no pressure, but everything on the line here for Lila Burkhardt to try and win this game. She makes the first one, and the nail in the coffin is right here on the second one. If she makes it, that's it. And she misses it. And they'll take a timeout, and a 3-pointer ties it here. If they score the 3-pointer, that is exactly what they needed. Adriana Pinto and her offense has the chance to level this game with a 3-pointer and send this one to overtime. Or no, excuse me, a foul. So there, Maggie Burleson will shoot too, I believe. They'll make one. Maggie Burleson to make this a 1-point game. I didn't realize that SUNY Broome was in the bonus, so that foul there will cause them to go. And Maggie Burleson gets that one to go, and it is a 1-point game. You never thought that we would say that here, that it is a 1-point game. A 16-point lead at 1 point for the Red Barons has turned into another 1-point game here at SUNY Broome Community College. So it's a 2-point game. If she makes this one, it'll force them to go for 3 points. He misses it, and that will do it. A really close one, 60 to 50 a game to open the season here at Trinity Intermediate College. A real nail biter. I mean, Adriana Pinto had a heck of a second half with 16 points to finish the game, and a really good comeback that they can go off of to go into the next game. So a really good performance by both teams here. Barons come out with the win by just a couple of points. A 60 to 58 win from SUNY Broome Community College. So far, we recommend playing next. It'll be the same squad. The Corning Community College Red Barons taking on the SUNY Broome Hornets. We'll be back for the men's basketball game in just a little bit. Stay tuned.